As part of Life Cycle Nutrition series, today I'm going to talk about nutrition from the age of 0 to 6 months, like from the time of birth till the baby is 6 months old. And in addition to that, I'm also going to give some information on what the mother should be doing with respect to her nutrition during this period of lactation, which is also exclusive breastfeeding period. Welcome to Nutrifulyou. I am Dr. Lahari. I am a nutritionist and a wellness consultant. So to start off with, when a baby is born, when the delivery is done, whether it is done as a normal delivery or a C-section surgical delivery, irrespective of how the baby is delivered really, unless the baby is a premature baby and needs to or has any kind of special conditions, or unless the breastfeeding is contraindicated in certain cases and all, every healthy baby must be put to mother's breast within first 1 hour of being born. This is called breast crawl, and this helps in proper latching technique for the babies, because babies have the instinct of latching to mother's breast as soon as they are born. That is how nature has created it, which is so beautiful. So once they do that within first 1 hour, the ability of the mother to secrete enough milk for the baby is at the optimum. And also it ensures that the proper latching takes place later on, as well as the mother produces enough breast milk for all of baby's growth needs. During this period of 0 to 6 months, as in the first 6 months of a baby's life, a baby should and must actually be exclusively breastfed. This has a lot of benefits. Breastfeeding benefits of breastfeeding the child includes benefits for the baby as well as benefits for the mother. When we look at benefits for the baby, breastfed babies are shown to have shown to be less prone to infections, because they get their the breast milk is super sterile, it comes from the mom. Also it is loaded with a lot of antibodies and infection causing components from the mother. The babies are way more protected than babies being formula fed, because although formula milk does provide some of the nutrients, it cannot provide the immune compounds that mother's breast milk can provide. Also, breast milk of a mother is actually literally tailor-made for the age of the baby, for the weight of the baby. So if you see, in case of premature babies or low birth weight babies, the mother's breast milk composition is also different from breast milk composition generated for a baby that is a full-term baby. So feeding the baby exclusively on breast milk has one of the benefits is stronger immune system. Another benefit is actually bonding between mother and baby. And this is absolutely necessary for proper emotional growth of the baby as well further into their life. Next thing is, it also helps populate their gut with good kind of microbes. So this is very important, and these days we are seeing the importance of gut health, as in the good kind of microbes being present in our gut, being related with a lot of chronic diseases that somebody can develop later on in life, like diabetes or hypertension or different kinds of heart related illnesses and all these things. The risk of all this is reduced when the baby is exclusively breastfed for the 6 months of that baby's life. Another important benefit being, breast milk also has certain components that cannot be provided in any other formula milk or animal milk, which helps optimal brain development. There are research studies that shows that babies who have been exclusively breastfed for the 6 months of their life have higher IQ levels also compared to their counterparts who are breastfed either partially or not breastfed at all and given other formula feed or animal milk. So these are the benefits of breastfeeding the baby. And what are the benefits for the mother? Breastfeeding, again, it helps with the bonding, which goes for the baby as well as the mother. And breastfeeding also helps burn off some of the extra calories and burn off that extra fat that mother has put during the pregnancy. For this very purpose, actually, when women put on a little more fat during pregnancy, apart from all the other weight gain that happens, it is also to support this lactation. So that can also be considered as one of the benefits. And other more important benefits are women who exclusively breastfeed also are shown to have reduced risk of different kinds of cancer, especially uterus cancer and cervical cancer, breast cancer. All these cancer risk also is reduced because of mother breastfeeding the baby. Immediate breastfeeding, I talked about breastfeeding or initiation of breastfeeding within first 1 hour. So breastfeeding during the first 1 hour as well as within the first few days is also very important, and it helps in contraction of the uterus back to its normal size, because during pregnancy the size of uterus to reduce this kind of complications also breastfeeding helps. Another benefit of breastfeeding for the mother is, as long as the mother is exclusively breastfeeding or within the first 6 months or until the period of time her menstruation cycle returns, it also acts as a natural contraceptive. It prevents the mother from conceiving immediately after the delivery. So these are the benefits for the baby and these are the benefits for the mother. Now, continuing on to what should a mother do to ensure that the baby is getting enough nutrition, right? Most of the nutrition or almost all of the nutrients that the infant needs come from mother's milk and mother's milk alone. So we have to make sure that the mother is eating right so that there are no nutritional deficiencies in the mother. The quality of milk won't change because of what the mother eats, but definitely it changes the nutritional status of the mother, because the milk quality cannot be compromised. Whatever nutrients the mother is deficient or the milk is deficient in, they're all drawn from the mother's storage. So mother can become iron deficient, mother can become calcium deficient, mother can lose some of the other vital nutrients if she doesn't eat the right kind of food. There are no special foods to increase lactation or to help produce more milk in a mother, but eating healthy definitely helps the cause. The main tip or trick to increase production of milk is to let the baby suckle more and drink more milk. The more baby suckles and gets more milk, the more milk is produced. This is especially true in the first few weeks of delivery of the baby. And during the first few weeks, the more number of night feeds a mother gives, as in the more number of times a mother feeds the baby in the night, the more milk is secreted. Apart from just secretion of milk, there is something called let down. The milk needs to come out of the breast into the baby's mouth. For this, we need another hormone necessary. And this hormone, oxytocin, is only generated when the mother is relaxed. So, this is also a period of time. During lactation is the period of time where a mother needs to have the least stress possible. For this, it's not only the mother's job, but entire household should support the mother in getting that stress-free environment and also having her relaxed. A lot of other care or different kinds of massages can be offered as well to improve her ability to feed the child better. And this breastfeeding can also continue beyond 6 months, but up to 6 months it needs to be exclusive, as in the baby should not be given anything apart from breast milk, including water, gripe water. In some cases, people also try to give some honey to infants. This should be completely avoided. Babies do not need anything except breast milk. Even in case of very hot, even in case of people living in hot environments where they feel like because they are thirsty, the baby also might be feeling thirsty, so you need to give some water. That is not true. Even the water needs of baby can be met through the lactation itself or breast milk itself. One more thing that needs to be paid attention to is when you're feeding the baby, when the mother is feeding the baby, make sure the baby is getting the fore milk as well as the hind milk, as in the baby needs to be held on to the breast until it decides to come off on its own. Sometimes people see that the baby sleeps off at the breast, as in it is taking a pause. It is not coming off but just holding on but sleeping. That's completely okay. The mother needs to keep holding on to the baby until the baby comes off on its own, because this helps in baby getting both fore milk and hind milk. This is different kind. Like the first milk that comes out is the fore milk, and at the end is the hind milk. Hind milk is what is rich in fats that helps baby feel satiety as well as helps growth of the baby. Otherwise, you all know that the right way, or one of the ways to check if the baby is getting enough milk, is how many diapers have been changed. In a day, about 7 to 8 diaper changes means the baby is getting enough milk. But if the baby has been drinking only the fore milk and not drinking hind milk, although the diapers are being changed, the baby won't be gaining enough weight. That is because it is not getting all the nutrients and the calories that are present in the hind milk. So make sure the baby is fed completely until it comes off from the breast on its own. Under certain circumstances, the mother may not be able to breastfeed the baby, however, will be able to express the breast milk. In such cases, this is extremely important. In such cases, the baby should not be given that expressed milk in bottle. They should be fed using a small bowl or a glass, because when the baby is given a bottle, there will be something called nipple confusion, which will prevent the baby from latching on properly to the mother later. So if you don't want to have this kind of situation, always make sure the baby or whoever is the caregiver, who is not mother, is providing the milk, the expressed breast milk, using the right kind of utensil to the baby. Then how do we know if the baby is getting enough milk or not? This is by checking with the pediatrician if the baby is meeting all the milestones, if the baby is growing well, if the length is growing, if the weight is growing appropriate to the age, and if the baby is meeting all the necessary milestones. And it is also important to keep track of growth of the baby every week until the first 6 weeks, so that if there is any change or unexpected loss of weight or not enough growth in height or weight or length or weight, that can be immediately brought to attention of the pediatrician, and they can actually address the situation then and there. Apart from these, the mother's nutrition, coming back to the mother's nutrition part, the mother should be eating a balanced meal. Again, frequent meals are necessary even during lactation, because most lactating mothers will tell you that they will feel hungry immediately after feeding the baby. So make sure the mother is also getting enough nutrition. It can be in the form of smaller meals and frequently, rather than trying to have one heavy meal. This also helps in having those extra calories as well. This having the extra calories is also necessary. Some people think that they don't need to have the extra calories because they have put on weight, and to lose the extra weight, they start cutting down the calories. This also means they are cutting down the micronutrients or vitamins and minerals. This can lead to vitamin and mineral deficiencies in the mother. So make sure you are taking the extra calories in sufficient quantities necessary to maintain good nutritional status. Hydration is also extremely important for lactating mothers. So every time you're sitting down or lying down to feed the baby, make sure you are drinking a glass of water. A feeding mother usually needs anywhere between 12 to 16 glasses of water per day, which is anywhere between 3.5 to 4 liters of water per day, because all the milk secretion, again, the mother is giving milk, so which also contains water, right? Some of the mothers' water needs are also the need of lactation. So make sure the mother is getting enough hydration as well. So these are the important points that need to be considered for the baby as well as the mother. In case if you need any extra help, please don't hesitate to contact or talk to your pediatrician about any of the apprehensions you have, or some of the hospitals also have lactation consultants, lactation counselors. Take all the extra support you can to make sure the first 6 months of the baby's life is given the most quality that can be given, which ensures that they have a good start to the life. If you like the content, please like, share and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please comment all the other nutrition, health and wellness related topics you want to know more about. For more such content, follow me on Facebook and Instagram as well. And keep watching Nutrifulyou for more nutrition related content. Thank you.